All right, we're here with the head coach of the Wills Point Tigers, Coach James Boxley. And Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Let's talk a little bit about last season. A good year for the Tigers, a 5-6 record, made it to the by-district round of the playoffs, 3-2 in district. Just talk a little bit about last year and how that season went.
Well, it was a good turnaround year for us. It was learning the kids year. We had a brand new staff, had a lot of new faces in here, and once we got going and get our wheels under us and got the kids to buy in, we found some success. So it was a good year for us. Lost a tough first round to a good Van Alstine team, and kind of got us a building block to kind of push us into off season and into this year.
Well, in this year, we had district realignment every 2 years. We have that. We got some district realignment this year and a new district for the Wills Point Tigers with Canton, Ferris, Kemp, Quinlan Ford, and Sunnyvale. So, what are your thoughts on the district that you got put into?
Well, I like the alignment we did. Of course, when you go into realignment, you don't know what's going to happen, and because of that, some of your pre-district games kind of change along the way. You end up scrambling a little bit, but I like our schedule overall. I think it's a very competitive schedule. We got some familiar faces in the district, and then we got some people that are new that hasn't that we haven't played very much in the past. It's good to have Canton back in the district, just being right down the road, and kind of our kids know each other, and it's kind of fun to think about kind of having a little bit of rivalry with those guys and having some familiar faces there.
And I do want to ask you, the Wills Point traditionally has had a strong football program, but here in the past 4 or 5 seasons, been kind of down for Wills Point. But it seems, obviously, with last year getting back into the playoffs, that it's been a turnaround there. So, what have you noticed from your time being there at Wills Point? What have you noticed in the kids and kind of in the program itself, the turnaround from kind of those losing seasons to now getting back on the right track?
I think it's just consistency. Kids knowing what to expect. Coaches being consistent. Coaches buying into our kids, loving on our kids, and they're trusting what we're trying to teach them, how we're trying to model themselves, and we've just got a good character group now that we've built, and we just got a bunch of kids buying into what we're trying to do.
All right, well, let's talk about this season coming up. You want to build off what you did last season. You got 6 starters coming back on offense, 7 on defense. So, what are your expectations for this year and the thoughts on the upcoming season?
I think they're pretty high. I look at it and you go, okay, well, what are the negatives? Well, the negatives are we're not real deep. We don't have a lot of depth. Our kids are going to be more familiar with what we're doing. They've been doing it over a period of time now, so we're going to be able to advance things and put more on their shoulders. And hopefully that with them being comfortable, that's gonna lead to you know more wins, having just more things kind of go our way just because we can lean on the kids a little bit more, and hopefully with our experience coming back and our leadership at our on offense at our quarterback position returning, and defense with our leading tackler coming back, we can climb on their backs and have a lot of success.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for taking the time and talking to us this morning. Best of luck to the Tigers this season. We'll talk to you down the road.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.